President Donald Trump held a joint press conference with Prime Minister Theresa May as he continues on his European tour. The entire press pool was on hand in Buckinghamshire, England, as the conference was live-streamed across the world. When CNN's Jim Acosta started shouting out of turn, the president shocked the Brits with the way he shut him down, making Acosta look like a buffoon on international TV. The British were in for a treat as President Donald Trump showed them how he is battling fake news every day. Trump shocked the international press with his no-nonsense approach to shutting down CNN's White House correspondent Jim Acosta. Let's be clear, Jim Acosta is a hack who is continuously attempting to make the story about himself. The best White House correspondents are those who ask real questions, even tough questions, and then accurately report the news. Acosta isn't interested in the truth, he is all about demonizing President Trump. So, when Acosta started in with his bullcrap, screaming out of turn at Trump, the president blasted him as Prime Minister Theresa May, somewhat shocked, looked on. The Washington Examiner reports, President Trump on Friday blew off CNN's Jim Acosta, who asked him repeatedly if he could ask a question at a joint press conference with British Prime Minister Theresa May. After complaining about fake news, Acosta rudely interrupted and asked if he could have a turn. "Since you attacked CNN, can I ask you a question?" Acosta whined. Trump ignored Acosta and picked Fox News. "Can I ask you a question?" Acosta repeated, out of turn. "No, no," Trump said. John Roberts got it. "CNN's fake news. I don't take questions from CNN. CNN is fake news. I don't take questions from CNN." John Roberts of Fox, Trump said. "Let's go to a real network." This was vintage Trump expertly trolling CNN and Acosta. All the leftist Trump hater could do was whine like a big baby. "Well, we're a real network too, Mr. President," Acosta cried. The exchange was reminiscent of a spat between Trump and Acosta during a January 2017 press conference, when the then president-elect refused to take a question from the reporter and called him fake news. In January of this year, Trump told Acosta to get out of the White House during an exchange. During Friday's press conference, Trump joked to May about whether the UK also has fake news reporters. The British Prime Minister nodded her head and laughed. Just last month, Acosta got a taste of his own medicine when Trump supporters booed and jeered him at a rally in South Carolina. Business Insider reports, CNN's chief White House correspondent, Jim Acosta, recalled finding himself in a twilight zone as he was targeted with boos and jeers from people who attended a campaign rally held Monday by President Donald Trump in West Columbia, South Carolina. "When I was at this rally tonight, people were coming up to me and saying, 'Why are you mean to President Trump? Why are you mean to Sarah Sanders?'" Acosta told the CNN anchor Don Lemon on June 25. "The American people are sick and tired of fake news and CNN's Jim Acosta. He has made himself a menace as he continuously attacks Sarah Sanders during White House press conferences. Many have called for his credentials to be pulled. He would want nothing more than to portray himself as a victim. In fact, one could argue that Acosta causes disruptions, hoping Trump will ultimately pull his credentials and then he can cry and whine to his heart's delight. Cutting him off as he pulls his propaganda stunts is probably the best way to handle this idiot. It was definitely a high point to watch Trump shock the international press while making CNN look like losers. Jim Acosta is the gift that keeps on giving. Long may he whine like a baby as his career is obliterated by President Trump and his shining star press secretary, Sarah Sanders.